Hi guys, please excuse the hair. It's a bit awkward, but I kind of find it cute, so I'm going to leave it like this. It's a bit of like bed hair, I guess. Today I'm going to be doing a video on market stores. I'm going to have a few tips, some new things I'm integrating into my market that I'm having this weekend. So I have some packaging ideas and also a really cool piece of technology to show you. And just some overall tips which I'm going to start off with. So last year, at the end of last year, I had a big garage sale. And I had a lot of clothes, so it was quite new for me because I've never had that many clothes at a market store before. And I made quite a few, I'm not sure if they're obvious, they seem obvious now, but at the time they weren't, mistakes. So the first thing I think is having too much clothing. You may think when you're having a garage sale or a market store that having lots of variety and choice is like the best possible thing to do, putting everything out there, but it can be very overwhelming for someone walking in, especially in a small space. And B, it can actually just be like awkward for hanging stuff and looking through stuff. So I had way too many things on my racks. I had quite a few racks out, but I had way too many things on them. You quite literally couldn't kind of push through them. It was an effort and things would fall off the end and it was just like an awkward mess. So that's the number one thing. Make sure you can easily flick through a rack. Probably leave about this much on either side of your rack for flicking through. So for my rack, I've just got an IKEA rack and it's basically, I guess, a bit bigger than a metre across. And I am doing, I think, 50 clothes on each rack. So I'm also going to be bringing some extra stock just so I can restock it if it goes well, and I'll kind of have that either in the car or I'll have that kind of, I've got a display staircase which I'll slide it under. So if you do have a lot of stuff, maybe keep some stuff as extra stock to restock your racks with. Don't put it all out at once. Also with tables, stacking things up, like folded things stacked up, that's kind of awkward as well because people have to sort through it and it becomes unfolded. And they look at the amount of clothes and be like, it's not worth flicking through all of this. So I think less is more when it comes to having stock at a market store or garage sale. That's pretty much my major tip, is that I'm going to just go straight into packaging for this market store. So if you're like me, you're very particular, even when it comes to a market store. Most people have plastic bags, but I really wanted my own packaging, and unfortunately to get packaging custom design you need about a minimum order of 2,000 and a budget to match. So I have neither, so I've gone for repurposing, recycling and reusing my favourite packaging from shopping expeditions. So this one's Pandora. I have quite a few of these. And they're all the same size, so that's convenient. If you shop a lot at the same type of store, you're only going to have to measure one of them. So these are ones that I haven't, you kind of see the whole process here and you even realise. So this is the initial product, what it comes with. This one's lost its ribbons, 5 spare ribbons. So this is the initial, how it comes. Then you stick a sticker over their own brand, because if you look closely, you can actually see the brand through the sticker. So you need to have a sticker underneath and then your sticker over the top so you can't see that. So there we go. So I think these were 12 by 12, and for me I have a very square logo, so keeping it in a square measurements was just easier. So everything I've done in a square measurements, like even if the bag is tall, I still do it in a square. So as long as it covers up the logo, you should be fine. So you can just measure exactly the length of the logo, and then if you have a square logo like a square logo like me, you just do that by that and it's done. So this one's 12 by 12 and that's the same on all of them. That's a finished product. I think it's super duper cute. Pandora at the back. Here's another one. This one is, okay, this one makes me look like I was lying. This is a Mecca Cosmetica bag, and for this one it is a little bit taller. So that's just what happened when I cut it. So it can be a bit taller, I guess. So that bag, I really love the thick ribbon on this bag. So if you're like me, you probably collect all the cool packaging that you come across over the years. I have bigger bags as well. So I've just kind of collected them all. Ooh, I just went through my packaging cupboard and collected all. They're mainly pastel except for this brown one here. All my cool white and pastel packaging. So these are the big ones, and then I have small ones as well. So when you're cutting out your packaging, it's best to keep these offcuts, so don't like lose them. You will get offcuts because that Mecca Cosmetica bag, that's what you can use to stick over the label and then stick your sticker over the top. so that is my packaging tip. So, I quickly mentioned that I designed the logo and I printed them from Canva. This is the Canva homepage. It's free, it's just online, just search it in Google. And on the homepage you'll say use custom dimensions. So if you click that there, you have millimeters, inch, pixels. So when you're measuring, just take that into account and you just put the measurements in there and it'll come up with that exact size. You can save it as an image into, I guess, Word and put a border around it and print it off that way so you know where to cut. Which is important. If I have one here, so you can kind of see I've done a little border around that. So what I'm using for this is sticker paper. So it's quite expensive. You can get it at Officeworks, but I got this online on eBay for $4. I'm not sure how they make their margins on these stores. I got 20 for $4 with free postage. So that's the way to go. And this one's matte. You can get them glossy and they can just go in the printer and you can peel them off. Cut them and yeah, you get the point. You can peel them. So that is the packaging section of this video. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to show you guys, and I think this is a really cool thing to have at a market because most markets don't have EFTPOS and that can be quite annoying if you're like me and you don't carry any cash around. So to be able to take card payments, I think is a huge competitive advantage. So this is called Square. I think it's only just been released in Australia. When I went to Officeworks to get it, didn't even know what it was. They hadn't put it out on the shelf yet. Like, we only got these 4 days ago. You're the first person that's asked for them. So this is what you get. It's quite cute. The packaging reminds me of Apple a little bit. So this is what it actually is right here. It's tiny and it weirdly enough goes into the headphone jack of your phone. And that takes card payments. So I think it's pretty good. The transaction rate is 1.5% on every transaction, which is really good when you consider PayPal is 2.5% plus 30 cents. I'm sure they plus that 30 cents, but it's plus 30 cents. So you can get the app for that on, what does it say, Google Play or App Store. So that's just called Square Reader, and I'll put the link to it below, but that takes like American Express, MasterCard, debit cards. I'll show you the app quickly. So I'm just going to go through really fast because for some reason I couldn't get the camera to focus and quickly show you this app. So basically, here's your home page. You have all your items. So I've also just set up some basic like prices like $10, $15, which I can quickly click on. You can make your items with photos. Like here I've got a photo of my cat. And then you just put your price in a description. I'm so sorry that it's so like blurry you can't see. But I'm just putting the price and description in there. You save it, and then you can search it up. So if you have if someone comes up to you with, for this example, a grey cat, you search it up in the tab, and then you just click the cat, and in the bag it goes, and then you can charge through cash or card. So you can get them at I know you get them at Officeworks. They're quite widely available. So I think there's lots of other places you can get them at $19 for the actual reader. That's so cheap. I think the PayPal one's like 100 and something, so that's quite cheap. There we go. So I really recommend getting that if you're having a market store because I think that it makes a huge, it gives you a huge competitive advantage against stores that only take cash. And you're going to make sure you have a big sign. I've got one which I'll take a video of on the market store day, or when I print it out. Maybe I'll just take a photo and upload it at the end of this video of my sign that says, I think it says, what are those things that are like, oh yeah, keep calm, we have EFTPOS as well. Alright, so that was all I wanted to show you for this first initial video. I'll be doing another video hopefully at the market. Hopefully I can get someone to record the video for me so you can see what my market store is like if you don't come. I'll quickly tell you in case I get this up before the market store actually happens. It is going to be at Newtown Community Centre. It's the Newtown Community Centre Markets and it's directly opposite Newtown Station, and this is in Sydney. So you get off the station and you just walk forwards and you'll see it. You can't miss it. So that's Saturday and it will start at 10 AM. So hopefully if this video is up before then, I can see you there. Alright, see ya.